Today is my friend Perla's birthday. She's my colleague and my friend. She's just an incredibly generous person who loves to team work with me. She's our instructional coach at my school, and we love to collaborate and brainstorm ways to help students learn in more engaging, authentic ways. She's also a cancer warrior and someone that I just really admire. And we wanted to do something special for her birthday in my class, so I got one of those giant cardboard trifolds, and I asked my TA, Kayla, who's very artistic, both my TAs, Jenna and Kayla, they're just incredible girls, and I had her write in the center panel, some beautiful art and words, and then we would fill in all the rest with our messages and coloring. So I had the students working on that yesterday, and I wasn't really paying it much mind. They were having a ball working. It's so big. It was really fun for them to work on. And I noticed 3 of my students were fighting. Two girls, Autumn and Juliet, went up to Ariana, and I heard them saying, "Why did you do that? Why did you do that?" And I said, "Girls outside, what is the problem?" And Juliet said, "Ariana drew on Autumn's message." Autumn had drawn her message and put a circle around it, and she was upset. Like, "Why did you do that? Why did you write on mine?" And Ariana had drawn a party hat on it. And I then got totally annoyed because I said, "Ariana didn't do that to harm you. She was just, look, there are party hats all over it." And, "Well, she didn't have my consent." And, we weren't getting anywhere. And so I took Ariana aside and I said, "Look, you're just going to have to humble yourself and apologize that you did that and it hurt Autumn." And she said, "Can I write a letter too?" And I said, "Please." And so she tried her best to iron it out. Well, this morning, wonderful Stanley and I were getting ready for work, and I said, "You just won't believe what happened in my classroom yesterday." And I told him the story. And he said, "Well, why would Ariana do that?" And I said, "I don't know. She was just trying to make, the card look pretty." He said, "Well, that was Autumn's work, and she had no right to do that." What? He says, "No, she even drew a circle around it. That's her work." So it really gave me a different perspective, and which just goes to show, how much we all have to learn about human interaction. So I went to school today and humbled myself and told this story, and how, Stanley had helped me to see Autumn's perspective, and Juliet just stood up. She was like, yeah, he understands. And, excuse me, Kayla was in the room at the time, and I looked at her and I said, "Kayla, would you have been upset?" She said, "I would have, because that's your artwork, that's your work, and no one has a right to draw on it, to change it." And I said, "But Kayla, you let us change what you wrote on the card." And she said, "The difference is I had given my consent for you to do that." 17-year-olds and 10-year-olds have a lot to teach me. Mateo in the back was, "Yeah, Mrs. Matsuda, I would have been like you. Like, thanks for making my picture look better." We just have such different perspectives. Are there adult applications for this lesson? There are. Are there math applications for this lesson? There are. I gave a little quiz today, eight questions, and one of them was 1/4 and 25 cents. And I asked the question, or had written it, what do these have in common? And I've been working a lot with money, and I'm trying to introduce fractions at the same time with the quarters, and I've taught them how to put this into their calculator, dividing, and how it turns out to be this, and it's very exciting. I think I was looking for something like they're equal, they mean the same, and this student did this, and at first I marked the student wrong, but it kept bothering me and eating at me, and I went back and I realized I was initially wrong, because this student is saying these are the same. 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 is $1, as 25 4 times is $1. It's a different way of looking at it, a different perspective. And in the rush that we have, the thousands of decisions that we have to make every day, may we take time to consider the different perspectives and interpretations that our students have so that we can be a better community, working together and teaching our students and ourselves how to be better humans.